Hi, this is Carmela with Equine Helper, and today I have 7 tips for beginner horseback riders. So in order to become a better rider, the first thing you need to do is recognize the areas of improvement that you need to work on. So hopefully these 7 tips will help you to realize some of the aspects of horseback riding and what all is involved in order to become a better rider. So my first point is learn the proper tack placement. This is important for a number of reasons. If your tack is improperly placed, it can cause the horse problems. It can cause them to become sore. It can cause them to not be able to move as fully as they could. And so you just want to make sure you're placing the tack properly. The way to look at it is you want to place it, the saddle should not interfere with the shoulder. So the saddle is going to sit in this general area for starters, girth, blanket, all that good stuff. So have your instructor show you or just watch you as you tack up your horse, just so they can give you tips on the proper way to do things. My second point is to work on balance. So balance is an important part of horseback riding, and your balance is how you stay on the horse. So by practicing, getting better with your balance, it'll make you feel more secure in the saddle. And some great exercises for doing this is just have your instructor put you on a lunge line and work on staying on the horse with your arms straight to the side. Work on staying on the horse with your feet not in the stirrups. Just so you realize that your balance is really what keeps you on the horse. Another great exercise for doing this is riding bareback. Bareback takes away everything that you usually rely on to stay on the horse, and it's just you and the horse and your balance. So that's a great exercise to do in order to work on your balance. My third point is to build your muscles. So horseback riding actually takes a lot of muscular strength. Some muscles you use will be your core, your lower back, your thighs, and your calves as your lower legs. And I'm sure you've gotten on a horse and you've gone for a ride, and the next day you are super sore, just because you're not used to using those muscles in the way that you would use them for horseback riding. So building up those muscles will help you to sit properly in the saddle and to also hold on to the horse properly, and it will also help your seat get better, and it will improve your balance. So there's a number of reasons to work on your muscles when it comes to horseback riding. So my fourth point is to stay relaxed even if you're not. This may seem very hard to do, which it is, but it's important when working with horses. So horses feed off of your emotions. They tend to mirror what you're feeling. So if you're feeling stressed or anxious, chances are the horse is probably going to get stressed or anxious. So staying relaxed, even when you feel like you may get frustrated or you may be a little scared, will help your horse stay relaxed, and it will help everything to just go smoothly. It will also help the horse to positively associate the atmosphere to you. So if you're always stressed out, making your horse always stressed out, that means they're going to negatively associate you with being stressed. So having them, having that good attitude and remaining calm around them will help them to learn that you're a calming presence and that they can look to you and trust you for what they're supposed to do next. My fifth point is to be assertive. This is something that many riders have to work on, even experienced riders. Horses are big animals, much bigger than humans, and your relationship with them kind of mirrors the relationship of horses in the wild. In the wild, you have an alpha horse, and all the horses respect the alpha horse. So in your relationship, you have to establish that you're the alpha. This doesn't mean you beat up and abuse your horse. What it means is that you're simply assertive. When you ask the horse to do something, you ask them in a way that they're going to respond. That also means if they're doing something bad, you're going to get after them in a way that they know they shouldn't be doing that. And so, believe it or not, being assertive will actually help your relationship with your horse, because a horse naturally looks for the leader. They naturally look for the alpha. So once they realize that you're the alpha, they'll have a lot more trust in you. So be assertive. Number 6, have confidence. Once again, this is something that's hard for even experienced riders to have, and I can attest. But like talking about how horses feed off your emotions, if you have confidence, your horse will be confident. If you have confidence, that means you trust in your horse, and so your horse will trust in you. Imagine you have a big jump in front of you, and naturally, a big jump is going to kind of intimidate anyone. But if you're confident, you're going to ride your horse to that jump as if you expect them to go over. So, number one, that's going to improve your riding right there. You're going to ride them forward, and you're going to ride them with assertiveness to get them over that jump. If you're timid, you're not going to have that assertiveness with your horse, and you're not going to ride them forward. So that's more chance for them to run out. So just remember, be confident when asking your horse to do stuff. When you're confident, once again, you are establishing that alpha role, and they're going to see that you're the alpha. My last point, number 7, ask questions. So there's so much to the horse world, it's easy to miss something, and I'm sure, you can live your whole life being surrounded by horses and not learn everything about them. There's just so much. It's a huge topic. So asking questions. If you don't understand something, ask your instructor. Have them explain to you why you do something a certain way in order to get the horse to respond. And once you start to understand the training process, it'll make riding and giving your horse cues so much easier. So just remember, look for things that you can ask questions about. If you don't understand something, ask your instructor to explain. If you wonder why you do something a certain way, ask them why you do it a certain way. And having the knowledge will make you a greater horseback rider and just a horse owner in general. We actually have 15 tips for beginner riders out there. You can go to our website, equinehelper.com/beginner tips, to check out all 15. And I just hope that these tips will be able to help you with your horse and help you to become more confident and to become a better rider. So we appreciate you watching. Happy trails.